Good evening, FlossTube. It is Sunday evening, November 27th. You can hear Molly crunching in the background. She's enjoying her supper. So, I had a pretty good week, stitching-wise, actually. If you remember my last video, I had gotten the 4 ornaments I wanted to do for my family for Christmas. And I needed to start them right away because 2 were being sent out of town. So I had decided to start on my brother's piece first because he lives on the East Coast in Labrador, which is where I grew up. And it's kind of remote and it kind of takes a while for mail to get to him, so I decided might as well do him first. Coincidentally, though, I was having supper with my parents, or not supper, breakfast with my parents yesterday, and they're sending a box soon to him. So I'm just going to sneak mine in that box as well. But it's good I got it first, because they're sending it, I think, this week. So yeah, so I was able to finish it, and it's this one. This is, what's the Santa called? There's so many freaking Santas. This is Celebration Santa. This is Merry Christmas Santa. It's kind of generic for a Santa, but okay. I have all the animals around me today. And there he is. Isn't he cute? He is so cute. Yeah. Yep. I love him. He came out really well. I started stitching him Monday night, and I had finished the stitches Thursday. So 4 days of stitching isn't bad, especially since I was only doing it for a couple hours before school. So he's finished in the back with some red felt and a piece of green ribbon for the hanger. He was a bit of an adventure to bead. I don't know if you can see. There are 7 different colors of beads in here in 2 different sizes. So there's these mini beads, which are the red ones here by my finger, this one here. Those dark red cranberry beads, which are just the regular beads. They don't have anything. Then the other ones, if you'll see the red on the bag, those are the petite beads. So there was 3 different kind of petite beads. There was these red, these honey colored ones, and the black on his shoes are all petite beads. Some more red and honey colored ones. And then there were white, red, blue for his mitts, gold, white, red, blue, and gold. So those are the 4 regular size beads, seed beads. I have estimated there's at least, and probably a lot more than 300 beads on this thing. I'll tell you how I came to that conclusion. I had done all the beads except for the gold petite, the honey colored petite ones. And I was finishing those off, and I have this little tray. This is half of an old little sewing kit that broke, and I just used this tray for my beads, and it's worked really good so far. Unfortunately, I do it here on my coffee table where my computer is, and I had the tray here. And I remember thinking earlier in the day, I'm like, I'm going to flip that. I know I'm going to flip it. I'll just be careful, make sure it's not on the edge or anything. Yesterday, at 11 o'clock, I probably had 30 minutes left to put into it. I was almost done. Actually, probably closer to 45 minutes. I had just started, really. I'd probably put in maybe 20 of the honey-colored petite beads. I was just finishing up the little bow on the top, which were bead loops, which were kind of really fun to make, actually. There's bead loops here with the petite beads, and there's a bead loop here with the regular size beads. If I can hold steady for just a second. I'm not usually this shaky. Yeah. Loops. Fun times. I did make a little bit of a conversion on this. You probably can't tell because the lighting is so crap right now because it's dark. But the back stitching, there was white back stitching on this present and gold back stitching on this present. And instead of doing it with the DMC provided, I substituted for some Krennic. So it just has a little bit more sparkle to the, so it looks like it's kind of metallic wrapping paper. Also there's some gold here on the purple as well. And some white here on this blue present. So that was a little tiny substitution I made. But anyway, so onto the, so I had just finished all these beads and the bead loop bow. And I was moving on to these beads here. And sure enough, I flipped the tray all over onto the floor, which is a wooden parquet floor, so I couldn't even see the beads at all. So I just started sweeping, and I would sweep up the beads onto a piece of paper, and then I would go through the dust and the dog hair and the cat hair and picked out every single one of those freaking honey colored beads. I knew that there was going to be more beads than I needed, so I ended up counting how many beads I needed left, so that I would make sure I would get pick up at least that many beads, because it was tedious. I mean, it hasn't been that long since I swept in here, but still, we have dog, we have cat, there's dust. I mean, it accumulates pretty quickly, and it was, yeah, not very pleasant. So I picked out a bunch of beads. I'm like, this has to be enough, and I counted the beads, and it was almost 50 beads. I'm like, surely there are only 50 beads left, because I had to do, there's honey beads. You can't really see that because the beads are almost the exact same colors of thread, but there's these honey colored beads all along here and in here, and then the cat is outlined with them. I think you can see them there. Yeah, you can see them. The whole cat is outlined with them. I'm like, that has to be just about 50 beads. I'm sure it'll be fine. Count it up. No, I had to find 91 beads because that's how many was left. I ended up finding about 97 beads, so I was good. But it took me a good hour. So it was like 1:30 in the morning, I think, by the time I was ready to finish the beading. And by that time, I was so fucking I'm sorry. Beep. I was so riled up about the bead situation. I had to finish it. I was so close. So I ended up finishing it around 2:30 in the morning, and then I went to sleep. And this morning I finished it into the ornament. I think it looks really great. So I'm going to be giving this to my mom either tomorrow or Tuesday, along with Christmas card I think we're sending to my brother, so that she can put it in her bag. Now, for the next ones, I was going to do I'm going to remind you which ones I have left. So I have the other big one, which is the Mountaineer Santa. There we go. Get the glare. And this is going to be for my sister because she actually climbed Mount Rainier. I know I'm not saying that right. I don't know. Anyway. So I thought it would be ideal for her. It's another big one. I'm expecting it to take about another week. Another week to do it. So. And then there's this one, which is for my boyfriend's mom, which is the Snow Charmer, and it's Wreath Snow Charmer. And a really cute little woolen scarf that has fringes at the bottom of the scarf, which is really cute. And the last one is going to be the one from my mom, which is here. I take it out of the bag because I showed these to my mom at breakfast, and I didn't want to show her the one that I was just getting her for her. So, and this is the Santa Faces, and it's this one, the Twinkle Claws. Now, because my sister's out west in Vancouver, I was originally going to do this one next, because my parents and my boyfriend's mother are both locals, and we're going to be seeing them for Christmas, so I don't need to send these out. I would need to send this one. But then my parents reminded me that they're going to visit my sister on the 24th of December, so this one doesn't really need to be sent. I can just send it along with them, which would be probably... Sorry, I had to sneeze really bad. I don't really want to show you guys that. So there's no more timeline. Basically, I just have to have all of these done by the least the 20th. So I have decided I'm going to randomly choose which one to do next. And to do so, because I am a tabletop gamer, I have this really nifty die rolling. Ow. Oh, you can't even see. There you go. It has a different dice there. You put it on there and ta-da, you figure out which one. Now, I'm going to use a 3-sided dice. I'm going to roll in a second, but I'm going to say this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3. So, you will see which one. I don't want to roll a d20 and a d6. What are you doing? d3. A really funky looking dice, but anyway. Roll dice, and it's 3. So, that means Snow Charmer Kit next. I believe that's the one I said it was 3, yes. Wait, no, I can't remember. I'll do this one next. I'm pretty sure this is the one I said was 3. Oh, it's been a long freaking day. Even though I haven't done much, it's been a long day. So yes, so this is where I'm going next. Also, I've on Stitch Mania, I've named this little endeavor Ornament Insanity. Sorry, things just fall. Ornament Insanity. So 1 down, 3 to go. So this is going to be my next one. Hopefully I'll have an update next Sunday with another FFO, because I definitely want to get these done, even though I have a little bit more than... No, I don't have more than 4 weeks. I have exactly 3 weeks, don't I? Oh, 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have 4 weeks, basically, to get these done, which I think I'll be able to. So that's the one that's already done, and 3 more to go. I don't think I have anything else to say. Oh, no, I do. I have a little bit of a haul. Teeny tiny little haul. Unfortunately, Minding My Minders has closed down because of personal reasons, I believe. It was a one-man show, and I guess life was getting in the way. So, no begrudging, but they did have a great closing sale, which I managed to participate in. These are only 2 of the ones I got. The 3rd one I gave to my mom at breakfast yesterday. But here it is a Doberman with goggles. I couldn't resist when I saw that one, because I have a special place in my heart for Dobies, as you all know, because you guys have all seen Dante be extra needy. And then the second one I got for myself is Deadpool and Heart. Oh, freaking love Deadpool. So I thought that was really cool. So yeah, just a couple more needle minders. Not that I needed any, but they were a really great deal, so I decided they live on my on my lamp over there next to me. So yeah, that's it. I guess I will see you guys all next week then. I hope you guys all have a great stitchy week and with lots of progress on your whips. And that is all. Bye. Good morning, FlossTube. This is going to be a little weird because you're seeing this tacked on to my last video, which, if you'll notice, took me over a week to upload. Last week in school was very, very, very hectic. I was finishing up a project, like a 4-week-long project, and it was just a lot of work. So didn't get a whole lot of stitching done last week, although I did do a little bit, and I didn't even have time to actually upload my video, which is why you're getting a double video. Yay, double video. It's still very early and I'm in a lot of pain this morning, but I needed to get this done and out and dusted because anyway, I'm a little behind on my ornament making because to add to the extra insanity, I decided to add another ornament. I'm participating for the 4th year in the Reddit Secret Santa exchange. Reddit Secret Santa is basically that. It's a huge international Secret Santa. In the beginning, they were doing it for the world record. We actually got world record 2 years in a row. And it's just super fun. It's no longer affiliated with the world record or anything. I don't think we've broken the record since. So it's really fun. It's fun to stalk someone and see what they like and try to figure out the best gift for them. The receiving is kind of a bonus. There's years that I haven't received anything, and that's mostly okay with me. So we got matched last Monday or last Tuesday, and someone on the cross stitch subreddit posted a pattern of the Reddit mascot, which is a little white alien. If you read it. If you don't read it, you might not recognize this, but so it was small, and I had some other leftover perforated paper, and I said, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna add another ornament to the Ornament Insanity. So I started it that day, and it is a lot smaller than these kits, and there was only like 3 colors, so I managed to knock it out in a couple hours before I went to school. I think it was like last Wednesday or something. And here it is. It's not cut out or anything, but that's what it is. It's Snoo the alien. And I added this backstitched SS, which looks a little weird, but it's for Secret Santa. See? Cute. I need to figure out how to cut him out without ruining his little antennae. I'm thinking of maybe leaving a bunch in between here, just so it looks a little bit more secure. My plan is to send this when it's finished off, with a Christmas card, and then I usually, for people's presents, I oftentimes just order online and have them sent to my gifties location, because it ends up being cheaper in the long run, especially if they're in the States or something. It's so much easier to send to use the US, like Amazon or something, because you spend way less money even with the conversion. It's crazy. It's crazy the way they inflate prices here in Canada. It's insane. So anyway, yes, that's my little snoo. So I'm officially doing 5 ornaments now. And this is my second completed one, not an FFO, but definitely an FO. So, that's cool. The other one I had started on Monday, before this one, I even thought of that one, was the one for my boyfriend's mother-in-law, I guess. And this one, I worked on it a little bit on one day last week, and then I kind of put it down. Oh shoot. What have I done? Okay. So this is where it is now. I worked on it yesterday for a few hours before school. Before I started it, it was like right here. That's how much I got done last week. And so I finished the rest of the white yesterday and added the purple, and then added the fringe stitch. I added the fringe stitch then because the only thing left to go on top of it are beads. And I did not want to do this fringe stitch with beads already in there. I think that would have been a really bad idea. And I'm glad I did, because at one point right here, the paper ripped a little bit. But there's so much extra thread, because the fringe stitch is actually made up of 3 strands of the red and 3 strands of the purple, and so that's 6 strands going through perforated paper. These people are insane. I've done the fringe stitch before on the Santas. Their beards are usually fringe stitch. The difference between these fringe stitch is these are going to be clipped, so they're actually like a fringe, whereas the Santas were always left in loops. I left them in loops for now, just for ease of, because I'm going to have to be working underneath them. But I don't think that's going to be that bad. I think I have just the red to put in this, which is very little, before I can start beading. There is another piece of paper that has the hat, and a wreath, and, but there is very, very little stitching in those. It's mostly beading. The wreath especially is mostly beading, and I think the hat is only red, and it's like 2 rows of red and another row. So that won't be too hard. So I'm almost done the stitching. I'm hoping to finish the stitching today and do the beading tomorrow. So that'll be Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. But I definitely want to start this one, my Mount Rainier Santa, for my sister this weekend. Because I know these kits can take me up to a week to complete. So definitely want to do that. So if I start that on the weekend, that'll be the 10th. I can have it done by the 17th. Crap. If I start on the 9th and 16th, I still have one more ornament to go. So I kind of lost a week last week, which is really killing me, which I had, you know, I had the, I couldn't concentrate on stitching. I had too much work to do at school, and it was overwhelming. And when I get overwhelmed, I find I don't want to stitch because it feels overwhelming then. So anyway, yeah, I'm hoping beyond hope that this one doesn't look like a whole lot of stitching. And I think there's less colors in this one than there was in the one I sent my brother. So I'm hoping he won't take too terribly long. Oh, but he has a detached piece as well, I think. Oh, just a little satchel. He has a little satchel, which is detached. But that's not that bad. So yeah, I'm behind. I'm definitely feeling the insanity. Adding a second one, or a 5th one, was probably not the best idea. But what can I say? It's called Ornament Insanity for a reason. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to finish this up today, at least the stitching, maybe start some beading, because I really don't have a lot of stitching left, like really just a few little bits and bobs. And so finish this guy up, maybe start beading. If I can finish beading tomorrow, that'll give me more time for Mount Rainier. Yeah, I should. It's gonna be tight, but I should be able to make it. Should being the operative word. This one has a lot of beads though, like a lot of different color beads. There are, you know, 4 colors of cross stitch, I believe, and they included 2 other colors that are just used for beading. But yeah, there are, yes, 4 different colored five different color cross stitches. Purple, light blush, dark red, dark green, and ecru. Yeah, because this isn't actually white, it's actually ecru. It's very subtle. It's very kind of vintagey looking. It's very cute. I think I like the little hearts at the bottom. And this makes me think of a Christmas sweater. This kind of pattern here. So it's going to be very pretty with all the beads. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different kinds of beads. 9 different kinds of beads. Why does this name 9 different kinds of beads? Anyway. This is going to be my first time doing bugle beads, which are the long ones, which are being used for his hand, or his arms, his sticky arms. It's going to look very sticky. Yeah. These kits are very deceiving sometimes on the level of difficulty or the level of work involved. That's going to take a lot, like, oh, there's a little charm. There's also a little tiny gold charm. Oh, it's tarnished. Oh, that's annoying. And a little tiny heart. Where, can you see it? There you go. See? Little gold heart. That's going to be pretty. Yeah. Yep. Now, it's funny because if you look here, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. See the little hat and the wreath? The wreath here is mostly green beads. And it pretty much only has a few green cross stitches interspersed. And since you're doing the beading with the dark green, the same as the cross stitches, I'm thinking about just doing the cross stitches and the beading at the same time. I think it's going to save me a lot of time and frustration. And then afterwards, I think there's only some red beads and a couple other colored beads that go in there. So, no, is there like 4 colored beads in this wreath? No, there's no way. Yeah. This little snowman has me stressed now. I was like, yeah, I can finish the beads, no problem. Yeah, there'll be no problem. I think I better rethink this. Sugar cakes. Okay. Is there another thing of beads, or is it just the one? No, it is 2 things of beads. This is all the dark ones. One thing that's really annoying about this particular pattern, most of the time in these patterns, in these milk pill kits, if there's a lot of beads, like this one, like 7 different kinds of beads, they'll often put them into, here, I can show you you see the bead list here? Oftentimes they will put an asterisk next to indicate that all those beads are in the same bag, so then you'll know that all the beads that don't have an asterisk next to them are going to be in the other bag. So it's very easy to, you know, if there's, like this one has royal plum and iris. Excuse me. Royal, it didn't help that I'm getting over a cold from last week, which is really annoying. I'm in the sneezing constantly stage. It's really annoying. You know, there's iris and royal plum. Those are 2 purple colors. How do I know which one is which? It's probably going to be mostly looking at the picture and trying to determine based on that. But still, it's kind of annoying. They have... Well, maybe it's just because they're going to be different enough. This one has the bugles, kind of a pinky one, a dark green one. I think that's the emerald. Wait, there's creme de menthe, which could be green too. Jeez Louise. Why did they... Yeah, there's green in this one too. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. So those white ones are going to be the cream ones. Emerald. Okay, these are exactly the same color. How the hell are they going to expect me to differentiate between that and that? There's no way. Why the heck do they need two different... Oh, one's a matte, one is kind of see-through. Well, that's freaking annoying. Ugh. I don't know what to do now. I'm completely befuddled. What are those? Those aren't the orange. I'm lost. I don't know what to do. If anyone has done this kit before, please let me know if you know which beads are in which bag, because I am thoroughly confused. Yeah, this is no fun. Okay, so I may start Mount Rainier Santa. Sorry about that, guys. I may start Mount Rainier Santa before I start beating this guy, because I'm thoroughly confused. Thoroughly. Why couldn't you have the asterisks? This is not hard to do. All the other Mill Hill kits I've done have the asterisks. Why? Too frustrating. Too freaking frustrating. Red, black. Why is something called red? Seriously, red? There are no black ones in that. Wow, this is gonna be extra tasty frustrating. I can tell already. Yay, fun. Okay, so we're not going to stress about this anymore because I'm sure it doesn't make for good FlossTube. So, yes, going to keep going with the insanity, and I might have to jump ship on this one before I'm done and move on to the next one. This way, I am actually keeping the simplest one for last. I'm saying that now. I'm hoping it's the simplest one. Wait a minute. I'm just going to double check. And it actually is the simplest one. This is the one I'm keeping for last. It has very few colors. Just a lot of big same colors. I think it's going to it's going to make it a lot easier to stitch up. Although on the back it looks like it has a lot more colors than you would expect. I think some of it is for... Yeah. So I guess there is more colors than I thought. Why couldn't I just make it easy? No, this one only comes with one bag of beads. Thank goodness. And what beads do they have? Yeah. Oh, really? Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, so every one of these beads are a different actual shade of color, so which is why they don't need several different bead bags, because only one need one. Where is... I just wanted to show you guys what I mean about the... This one has a lot of beads. This one has a lot of beads. But they seem to be all, again, all in one bag. So maybe this one's not going to be too bad either. Did I really pick the smallest kit with the most crazy amount of beads? What the heck was I thinking? See, this one doesn't have it either because they're all in one bag. How did I manage to find the 1 mil kit where they don't... Sorry. My throat's getting so dry from the coughing, or from the talking. So yeah, basically I'm hosed at this point. Woohoo! Fun times for all. That's there. And yeah, oh here. Is it? No, it's not there. Okay. Sorry, I'm completely unorganized for this. I did not think I was going to go into the inner workings of the mill kits when I started this today. So that's my double update. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit of a longer video for me. And hopefully my next update will be probably next Monday. And we'll see where I've gotten there. So I'm wishing everyone a very happy stitchy week, and I hope all your stitchy dreams come true. Bye.